So I just thought about an interesting topic to talk about and kind of help you guys out with, and just to tell you how I kind of learn things and everything like that, and that is how to see the light. Now, you've heard things before of like, oh, you need to see the light, or there is only a certain light that photographers can see, but really, what the hell does that mean? Realistically, there is value to when, or you've heard this before that, oh, you gotta see the light. The only way you're gonna get something good is if you see the light, the photography light, the way someone's hitting something. That makes it better than just taking snapshots. And it is absolutely true. And I thought this was an interesting topic to talk about, to bring up, because I feel like you guys can add something down in the description as well. But there is a way to see the light. I mean, yeah, it does take an eye for it, no puns intended, but there is a way to see the light, to see way things are hitting people, to get something different. For example, I just shot a wedding recently, and it was just the way this, it was kind of like more of a, I don't want to say a full gothic-y scheme, but it was a very like dark themed wedding. It was cool, it was very unique, but I had the bride's heels and I had the rings, and there was this little setting that the way the shadows was coming down from the side of their house and hitting this little brick thing that I was setting up, that it just looked different. There was a different type of light. And I had my friend, Steve, my assistant at the time, my second shooter, hold up, you know, a 42-inch reflector. He diffused the light, and it just made it something different. It gave it an edgy light, a little bit of a shadow, and it just worked well. There is a way of seeing light, and it's just perceiving it the way you're thinking about it, the way you want a certain shot. The reason I'm shooting my video like this is, you see, you know, in a lot of my videos, I like a little bit of contrast, so you see the dark around the face, and that's just the way it is. One huge tip I'm going to give you guys, and I've talked about it before, but I haven't, is like the way a light should hit your model, or the way you should hit something. So what I normally do, if I'm outside and I want to try a certain way and see how my face is going to look, or a shadow, I hold out my fist like this. Now this might seem very simple, but it's something actually that a lot of people need to learn, and it is about lighting. Is you hold your fist out like this, and you can actually see how the light is falling on from my light right here. So if something like this, you can see the light is going more frontal, more turn-on, but as I turn it to the side, you're seeing the contrast come back, and it's just something you can do. You can see the light. Look at the sun. Just watch shadows. I mean, it might seem lame to some people, but as photographers, as us in this visual medium, it's actually pretty interesting to see how the light falls, how a silhouette happens, or how a shadow falls onto the ground just because of the placement of the light. There are so many things you can do in regards to placement of the light, and it's just, I could lower this right here to shoot shadows up to make it look horror, mysterious, you know, just something different, like a campfire. But I wanted to talk about that. There is a way to see the light, and it is just messing with the light around you. Grab a mirror, break it, and watch how light reflects off it. It goes nuts, and it looks awesome. So I wanted to ask you guys too, you know, is there a certain way to see the light? What are some tips to see the light? Is there anything really? Please let me know down in the comments below. I want you guys to interact on this as well. I thought this was an awesome Friday video. But yeah, there is a way to see the light. Even if you're just starting out and you're like, oh, what does that mean? Well, don't worry about it. There is a way to see it. It's just really, you have to pay attention, and it will work out. All right, across the guy, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. As I said, I think it was an awesome thing I just thought of last minute that I wanted to make a video on, of seeing the light, because a lot of people say, well, you can't see the light. That only takes a certain few. Well, it's true. You do have to have a talent of how to use the light, how to mold the light, how to use a flash, etc. But anyone can do it. Just try really hard and work at it, and you'll do it. Just mess with a lot of things, fail a lot, and it will pay off in the end. I failed a lot of times when I just, you know, first started out. Even at this past shoot that I did, as I was mentioning a wedding, I failed a little bit with the flash at first because something wasn't working the right way that I wanted, but then bam, something happened. I was able to bounce it a certain way, and I got the look that I needed. So that's my quick tip. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you guys want to follow any of the links on the side of the screen, and as always, if you guys have any questions, just write them down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and always, as always, as I stumble, keep an eye out.